Hi, hello, welcome to MSK Data Labs. Myself, Medendra Suresh Kumar. I'm a data science practitioner, work for different industries, different organizations like TCSG, Oracle, Novartis. I started my institute, MSK Data Labs in Vijayawada during January 2024. The purpose of this video is for the people who are looking for an institute which will help in transforming them from academic to industry ready data professionals. If you're really passionate in learning and dwell deeper into the data tools and technologies further to become a professional, or maybe I could say industry ready data science practitioner, please join MSK Data Labs. If you want to know what is the space, data space that Suresh is speaking about, or how what kind of content we will be delivering through different streams, everything is described in this video. Please spend few minutes. I hope you will definitely learn something new today, and then you can decide whether you can join with me to become an expert. Okay, so spend a minute on this slide here. Look at the juggle. Look at these words. I'm sure you might be heard these words or these terminology, these terms you might be hearing very frequently. If you are in a BTech or BSc, MSc, MTech, or you completed your education, you are in a different job, now you are looking for a switch. Before you decide or conclude to start your data science or data analytics or artificial intelligence journey, please spend few minutes. Analyze yourself whether you will be the right person to solve the problems through data or not. Then you can decide whether you can take up any course to become a practitioner. So let me help you on that. What is happening in this world? A lot of people say that the linear regression is artificial intelligence, logistic regression is artificial intelligence. No. Machine learning is artificial intelligence. No. Power BI business intelligence is artificial intelligence. No. Or maybe Power BI is data science. No. Excel data analysis is data science. No. Data science is an art of solving complex business problems through data. It may involve using tools like Excel, Power BI, SQL, R, Python, Spark, even sometimes Scala, you name any other programming language. You have to take the data. First, you have to validate whether the data is relevant to the business question or not, using whatever tools just I described. Then you decide whether it is a simple dashboarding is the solution, or a simple data exploration is the solution, or applying a machine learning is a solution, applying deep learning is a solution, or building a reinforcement algorithm, or building an AI engine is a solution. You have to decide. Please don't jump into the solution. First, you think about the problem. You have to validate whether the problem is valid or not. Suresh, what is this problem you always speak about? What is this business always speak about? Guys, artificial intelligence tools like, the autonomous cars or Google Assistant, AI engines, ChatGPT, this is not the space of data science. This is not alone. This could be like 5 to 10% in the next 5 to 10 years. Generative AI, large language models, these things may be fancy these days. But what I suggest you all is try to understand the bigger landscape and explore yourself, analyze yourself where you will be the best fit. Okay. So let me take you all through each of these, verticals in data space. So this is what I request you all to term as problem solving through data. You might be having a question, what if there is no data? How can I solve those problems without data? I'll definitely discuss that part in another video, as this is primarily I'm focusing on as a demo for MSK Data Labs. So if you think problem solving through data, just take a minute and quickly imagine the landscape. You know the industries, right? Retail industry, consumer goods industry, auto manufacturers, telecom industries, banking industry, healthcare, pharma manufacturing, e-commerce, so many industries. Each and every industry, there are different functions like marketing, sales, operations, research and development, so many. So each and every function, each and every day is getting generating tons of data. So this data, example, simple example, the moment you enter into Amazon.in, the moment you enter your ID and password, it will capture your information. Whatever activity you do on that portal, like visiting to electronics department, explore different smartphones, different gadgets, everything is captured your behavior, and that behavior used further to apply in their any of machine learning algorithm to predict what is the chance that you will accept a new campaign or you will purchase something on that space electronics department, right? This is one problem, one example. Like that, imagine so many industries, so many. I just briefed only top 10, 5 industries. So many industries, tier one, tier two, tier three. You explore in Google, you get to know. Okay, not all the industries can spend money and build a generative AI engine to solve their problem. But smart people, you can use Gen AI stuff and make your things easy. I'll give an example on that as well. So okay, so look at this space. Now you understand industries and different problems. Like simple example is, if you're applying for a loan or a credit card, you can check before applying in their bank's website whether you are eligible for card or loan or not. All right. So this is one of the example, and then maybe second example I can give. One last is the AI example. While you're drafting a reply or an email in Google, it will preempt the text, it will predict the text, and will help you to use those text words so that you can draft more efficiently, right, more effectively. So look at this slide. As I mentioned here, first you need to understand what is your problem. Your problem could be for an airline service provider. The waiting time in the launch for the business class customers is increasing day over day because of the traffic. How do you solve that? This could be a problem, right? Second, could be for companies like banks, JP Morgan, or maybe in India, like you have ICICI, HDFC. They every day have to build the data solutions to identify the fraudulent transactions, because they have to secure their customers' data and customers' money, right? So fraudulent transaction. This is one example. And like that, take Uber, Ola, how these guys optimize their customer needs. So like that, you have different problems. Now, if you classify this problem, suppose if the solution is only just to explore the data, identify the pattern, and derive some insights, you can name it as data analysis. Guys, please note this slide. This is my 15 years experience. Whatever I learned, I drafted here. There might be different perceptions about this one, but I'm sure there is nothing wrong in this slide. This is definitely industry standard. I promise you, please follow and try to understand before you jump into a conclusion whether what course you have to take, what you have to become in the industry, right? So that's the first part, data analysis. Further, if industry, if your business problem is looking for something, a solution, like could be a visualization solution. Hey, can you show me every day? I can see, if I see the report dashboard, a chart, I can analyze what's happening in my business so that I can take decisions. Okay, so that's the second part, data intelligence or business intelligence. Few organizations, they put time and some more effort, especially in tools and all. They do some kind of forecasting or prediction using normal data, not the big data one. So people name it as analytics, data analytics, business analytics. For data analysis, till this part, data analytics, business intelligence, predominantly the tools are like Excel, SQL, Power BI, or Python. If you become an expert in these tools, again, guys, remember, Excel, Power BI are so powerful these days, wherein you can actually use existing AI add-ins. Those will help you to make your work more faster and smarter. Okay, so this part is business intelligence. The crucial is, please, the takeaway for these from these two pillars is, if you want to become a data analyst slash analytics business analytics professional, you have to be an expert in these tools. On top of it, you have to be a business acumen guy. Means Excel, SQL, Python, these things will help you to put your exploration, nice chart, everything. But it's your role to take the data insight and convert it to a strategic insight so that the business stakeholders can make decisions. So, human intelligence is required to transform the data output into an actionable insight. If you understand this part, especially for people who are non-technical or non-computers background, like MBAs, BBAs, BCom, BPharm, MPharm, if you think, you can't learn Python programming and all, this is one space. This is one of the stream in my institute I'll be teaching. I named it as data slash business analytics, wherein you will be learning data analysis, deep exploration, how to read the problem and how to try to relevant, see whether the data is relevant or not. Further to visualize using all these tools. And guys, still using, you will be using AI here in these Excel, Power BI these days to make things faster. But as I mentioned, your role is human intelligence. You have to convert the data into strategic insights so that the business can leverage those further to make decisions. Okay. Before we proceed with the second part of the slide, the two topics I have, let me take 2 minutes and quickly refresh on one key thing is why every organization in the industry is collecting and capturing the data, whatever data. In Amazon example, it's customer demographic data, customer transaction data, operations, all these things. In banks, customer data. And in Google, whatever you do search, it will take the text whatever you're using in the prompts. Why they need to collect this data is one, first part is to understand how they are performing, right? Suppose, take a simple example. You are running a small store, right? Could be a grocery store. You definitely maintain some record. It could be Excel spreadsheet or a normal notebook. If it's too small store, mom pop store, you maintain a notebook, right? Okay, what kind of inventory that you bought in today morning and how much items you got sold and what is the remaining stuff in the end of the day. What is the revenue that you have captured for the day and what is the profit? Why you are doing all this data collection and storing? You have to analyze, hey, how is my performance is, right? That is the first reason why every company is collecting and storing their data to understand how they're performing. It's called as exploration. That's what actually the first two pillars is: data analysis, business intelligence, data analytics. This will help you to understand your business story, what is happening. The second purpose why organizations or industries collecting the data and storing is experiment it with it. Use the data, experiment it by using the advanced tools like machine learning, deep learning, reinforcement algorithm, productization, whatever. So you can use the data and experiment it for further scale up, right? No one can think that, hey, this month I got $100,000 revenue. Next month, $100,000. Next year, $100,000. No one will think like that. Hey, this quarter I got average $100K as my revenue. Next quarter I have to aim for 120K thousand or $120K, $120,000. Scale up. You have to scale up your business, right? Further, you need to use your data and apply appropriate algorithms to predict the future. Further, it will help you to make better decisions, futuristic decisions. In the first part, you understand what is happening. And in the second part of the story, in problem solving through data is advanced stuff like machine learning, deep learning, these days generative AI, large language models, right? So these advanced algorithms, especially the case of big data and unstructured data, guys. When I say big data, millions, trillions of rows of data. Imagine Amazon.in example. In a day, if more than 1 million consumers are logging into the portal and they're spending 15-20 minutes, imagine how many rows of data is getting generated, right? So it's a big data era. So in the big data era, given we have this computational stuff like Python, whatever tool, I mean, you use any tool, whichever is convenient for you, right? Apply this machine learning, predict, build a relationship in the data, and predict best for the future, make wise decisions. Okay. The last part of the slide is productization. Already I discussed a couple of products. For example, Gmail text prediction is one product, right? And autonomous car is one product. Wherein, these products, what is happening is the solution is not an ad hoc solution. The problem is not an ad hoc problem, right? The problem is a reoccurring problem. When you have reoccurring problems, if you think the problem will repeat every week, every month, then why can't you build a product to your solution, whatever solution you are designing in 1, 2, 3 phases in this slide, right? So first two, three, 1, 2, 3, like could be a simple analysis, simple reporting, or a simple machine learning, deep learning. Whatever you do as a solution, if you think this is reoccurring, you can actually build the solution as a product. You search in Google, there's tons of AI products available or data products available, especially at enterprise level. Okay, so you can choose the space as well if you want to become a problem solver through data. Okay, so I'll stop here on this slide, guys. My problem solving through data journey. I hope you got clear understanding of what is this problem solving through data. What are these buzzwords these days? So many buzzwords. So think this is the bigger landscape, and this is how the industry is looking at this problem solving through data space, and this is how the experts are solving the problems. Could be data analysis, intelligence analytics, prediction through ML, or maybe a product. Now you go back and now you see this juggle. Now you tell me, where do you want to fit in? Here I want to fit in this data science space. Yes, then try to start understanding the business industries, what is happening, what is the different industries dynamics, what is the purpose of each industry, and then try to learn tools like Excel, SQL, Power BI, Python, R. Try to learn statistical concepts, predictive modeling. Try to learn machine learning, deep learning, right? Then package yourself as a data science industry ready data scientist. Okay. Last 1 minute on this one. Again, whatever I discussed so far, I described in a detailed manner here, right? So the 4 pillars you saw here, this is actually, if you want to become a proper data scientist, you should have these skills. And what is the role here? What is the first step you have to do? You have to understand the business problem and data. Okay. First, you have to validate whether the problem is a real problem that can be solved through data or not. Right. So similarly, the next part what we discussed is exploration. You can explore and see whether the data is good or not to solve the problem. If you want to put some visualization, you can do that. So here I briefed what tools and techniques required to, complete each of these tasks, and then define your scope, ML or DL, whatever you want to build, then fine tune and get the best model deployment. Okay, so this is the life cycle of a data scientist. Okay, this is my last slide. Of course, before the content, and I have this one slide. I hope you definitely, got some knowledge in the last few minutes. So thanks for spending until then. I'll close in a few minutes here. So before we discuss about unsolved industry problems. I'm getting calls, and the first question I'm getting is that, "Hey sir, I'm a fresher. I want to learn data science, but I heard that there are no jobs in industry for freshers." Somebody calls and says, "Hey, I'm 10 years experience in, let's say, sales. I want to switch into data science, but I heard it's very hard to switch the industry or job." Guys, please, my request to all of you is, first you analyze yourself whether you have passion to solve the problems or not. Whether your job, it's not about getting into a job and earning money, right? After 5-10 years, you should feel happy with what you're doing. All right. So please spend time and evaluate yourself whether you are a right person to solve the problem. Okay. So to answer all these kind of questions, whether we get a job or not, guys, please note we are in kind of global situations in 2024 quarter one and quarter two. That is driving the job market. But the problem solving the space is never ending. Organizations cannot stop collecting the data. Organizations cannot close their business. They have to run their business. So they never end the data collection. So never ever ending space is problem solving through data space. Whether it is analytics, whether it is data science, the reason that few people are not getting jobs means they are not practicing the stuff properly. They are not selling themselves properly. That is the reason. Maybe the job market is a little slow in Q1, Q2, but before that, try to learn, try to treat this as a skill, not a subject that you'll go through 2-3 months course, some slides, reading exam. No, data science is not a subject, it's a skill. It's a skill you have to possess. So if you think it's a skill, you never think about what is happening beyond the things that what just I spoke about, the unusual stuff. So first you focus, first you evaluate. If you think you have passion in solving problems, then come for training, learn, practice, then see. Practice is not just spending 1 hour a day, guys. You have to practice good amount of time and make sure that you are helping. You have to build that confidence to the interviewer, saying, "Hey, I am there to solve your problem." So here, if you quickly look at key industries like healthcare, pharma, consumer banking, heavy manufacturing, and very importantly, agriculture. Still, tons of data is available, but there is no enough skill or resources to solve the problems. Okay, so please explore, research, and try to understand what is happening, and take a wise decision. Join any institute, could be MSK, DATALABS, or any as per your convenience. Make sure you're practicing thoroughly and becoming a industry-ready data scientist. So you can go through this slide to understand where there's key opportunities in the next few years. Guys, as I mentioned, I'm concluding with one statement is this problem solving through data, could be data analytics, data science, is this never-ending space. But please evaluate yourself whether you will be the right fit or not. Happy learning. Thank you so much. I'll show you the content what I have as a brief, like what streams I'll be teaching in MSK Data Labs. As I mentioned, I have two streams. One is business analytics, data business analytics slash BA, the right hand side, this part, wherein I'll be covering all the business case studies, industries, and statistical methods required to solve the problem into data, advanced Excel, SQL, business intelligence, to Power BI, EDA, predictive modeling, R. R is package, where you use for most of the predictive modeling. You can use Python as well, but people who think, they are not comfortable in programming languages like Python, they can learn through R. So forecasting method, and also I touch base on marketing research or market research, especially for people who want to go for marketing analytics, sales analytics, operations, the space. The left hand side, the other stream I have is data science, machine learning, deep learning through Python. So wherein this we cover statistics part, data analysis using SQL, because SQL is universal language required for data analysis, and Python, all the key libraries or packages in Python. Then we cover all the key machine learning and deep learning algorithms along with NLP. Also, I touch base on GenAI, how this GenAI is working in the industry. So these are the two streams I have in MSK Data Labs. It's exclusively for data tools, or data analytics, or data science institute. Okay, so thank you so much for spending your valuable time. If you like the video, please like, and if you want to understand more detailed content, if you want, please reach out, please visit my institute. You can see the address, and there's an email address and phone number, so please contact. Okay, as I mentioned, please analyze yourself, evaluate, and make a decision. All the very best to your career. Thank you so much.